every year we tell ourselves it's going to be different. And we tell ourselves this year is the year we are gonna crush our goals. But if you are like most people, life happens, life gets in the way, and we are not able to crush those goals. Days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and then before you know it, it's December again. And then you find yourself asking, what did I even do this year? Did I crush or achieve any of my goals? But here's the thing, 2025 doesn't have to be like every other year. In this video, it's gonna be a little bite-sized video on how you can set yourself up for success, how to achieve your goals, and how to actually feel proud when you accomplish those things. So if you are ready to make 2025 your year, let's get into the video. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Hannah and I make lots of self-development videos like this. Seeing as 2025 is approaching, I thought this would be a really fun little video because I know so many people struggle. I mean, I feel like it's a common general consensus that, you know, we have our New Year's goals, New Year's resolutions, and do any of us really complete them? No. So I'm teaching you guys how you can actually complete those. And as usual, my beautiful angels, if there is any videos that you guys want me to make, put them in the comments. I'd be so happy to do them for you. And like in every video, I've split the video up into sections and chapters along the bottom so you can feel free to skip to what applies to you or what you just want to see. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video. Section 1, reflect on 2024. Okay, so before we even consider going ahead in our lives, we have to take a moment, take a step back, and have a look at the past year. You can't, I think a lot of people view, like, you know, the past year where they haven't achieved anything as a blur, like it's just like a faded, like little memory of life, but you cannot view it like that. 2024 was full of lessons. Even if you did not realize that, I am 100% sure when you actually sit down, give yourself time, look back at the year, you're gonna realize a lot of lessons were learned. Reflection is also such a powerful tool because it tells you what is working and what's not working. Okay, so whilst you're sitting here watching this video, I need you to grab a notebook, a pen, or even head into the comment section, okay? Wherever you can, write this down because I'm gonna ask you 2 questions. What is one thing you are proud of from 2024? And the second question is, what is one thing that you wish you could have done differently? Look at all these baby hairs, guys. Oh my goodness. For example, maybe you're proud of yourself staying consistent with workouts, but in contrast, you wish you had spent more time on your personal relationships. Or maybe that you started a side hustle, but you didn't stick with it. Okay, so I'm gonna answer these 2 questions for you guys. So for question 1, I am super proud of so much I have achieved in 2024. I mean, just off the top of my head, I finished my dissertation, and graduating from uni is a huge milestone. I completed my undergraduate studies. Getting accepted into a law program at a top uni in London, and it's a huge win because it's always something that I've dreamed of doing, which is just so cool because I just know the little me would have been screaming. On top of that, I am so proud of myself for finally getting back into YouTube. I love this platform, guys. You don't understand. It's one of my favorite social platforms, and I've always wanted to create content. I mean, I've talked about this before. And you know, I've always wanted to actually consistently stay on top of YouTube. So the fact that I've got back into it, even though it's towards later on in the year, I'm still so proud of myself. And you know what? I've got you guys also to thank for that. Now, saying all that, I do have some things that I wish I could have taken a different approach to or done differently. I think during the summertime period, you know, summer break, I wish I would have stayed on top of time management a bit more better. I think because I spent so much time live streaming video games, I would go to bed late, I would wake up late, and it just was not a productive day. And I also really wish I celebrated my wins a bit more because although my family did celebrate my wins for me, and I really appreciate that, I don't think I've actually taken the time one-on-one with myself to really go, hey, you did that and you deserve, like, I don't know, X, Y, Z. So I really kind of wish, hopefully in the new year, I can take myself out and even just, you know, acknowledge and take myself out and treat myself for doing everything I did in 2024. The main reason why I ask you guys to do these reflections is because by reflecting, it gives us clarity. Like I said, reflections are such a powerful tool to tell us what works and what doesn't work. So write them down, keep them somewhere visible. It could be like on a post-it note and stick it on your desk. And this is going to be your starting point for 2025. Section 2, set goals that work, because so many people don't do this. They do the most craziest goals, and yes, set those overachieving goals, okay? Do that, but you have to have a plan. Okay, so now that we've reflected, it's time for you to set goals for 2025. But like I said, you have to be very wary about the goals you set and make sure that, they're attainable. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I've seen it with so many people, I've seen it with myself. The reason why so many resolutions fail and people just get put off by them and just don't end up doing them is because they're vague and unrealistic. And I know that sounds harsh, but I'm not gonna let you guys go ahead and believe that, setting these goals that are not gonna be attainable, they don't have any real structure to them. You don't have a good set up foundation for that goal. And truthfully, I'm not gonna let you guys just go into 2025 with these goals. And it's better for me to tell you like this than to sugarcoat it. But don't worry, the reason why you're watching this video is because I'm gonna help you. First things first, we are going to use a framework called SMART. Literally S-M-A-R-T, SMART. So number 1, your goal should be specific. Instead of saying, I want to get healthier, you need to replace that with maybe, I'll work out 3 times a week. The next step is measurable. You now need to add numbers or timelines on when you need to achieve this goal. Because if you just give it like a vague point, at the end of 2025, I should have achieved it. That has no incentive because you have set so many goals that need to be achieved by the end of 2025, so you don't actually have a structured plan to it. The next step is achievable. Be ambitious. I'm not saying don't be ambitious, but you also have to be realistic. Next in the framework is relevant. Make sure that the goals you set are actually aligned with things that you care about. So many people are setting goals to do with things that they actually have no interest in. You'll be shocked. You might sit there and think, who's setting goals with things that they're setting the goals just so they could fit into other people's perceptions? Make sure you are not that person. And the last step that kind of matches into measurable is time bound. Make sure you give yourselves a deadline. There's a reason why it kind of pops up twice in this framework. It's so important because otherwise you just sort of tend to lose focus. Okay, so for example, for 2025, I've set myself a deadline by this time next year, okay, when I'm filming this, it is in November, that I should have at least reached 5k subs. And I will do that by posting 1 video every week and a short every day. So now that you have done this framework, okay, you've written it down, you've thought about it, we've got to the second part. Now you need to focus on 3 major goals. 3 is a magic number, okay? 3 comes up so many times for everyone. But guys, when I tell you the number 3 is a magic number, and the reason why we only set 3, no more, no less, okay, is because if we set more, it's gonna start to feel overwhelmed. But if we set less, we're gonna start to feel like we've underachieved, okay? That 3, having 3 goals, perfect, in the middle balance. And if you're confused about where to think about these 3 goals, you can think about areas such as relationships, health, your career, or your personal growth. So now, pause the video, get your journal out, write it down, okay? Look back on the section, write down everything, the SMART framework, your 3 major goals, really reflect, because I think reflection on this past year and what you want from next year is very important to achieve what you want from next year. Section 3, build a daily system. Here's where most people go wrong. They have a goal, but they don't have a system in place. Okay, let me explain. So imagine you want to write a book in 2025. Okay, that's your goal, okay? You want to write this book. Now, if you do not have the intention to create a writing habit, now that could be journaling every day, that could be writing a paragraph, a creative story paragraph every week or something. If you do not place a writing habit, how do you think you're ever going to finish that book? So instead of being so focused on that goal, you need to instead focus on the system, because that system is going to be that placement that's going to get you there. Okay, for example, your goal is to save £5,000 in 2025. Okay, now your system is going to say, okay, well then that means every week you need to roughly save £97. Or let's say your goal is to get fitter. Your system should say every day you need to commit to at least 20 minutes of exercise, and that can be whatever time during the day, whenever you have time free. And that could be something like yoga, running, Pilates, or follow a quick workout video. It is so important for you to also remember that consistency will always beat out perfection. So think about one small habit that you could start to do, even today. It doesn't have to, don't wait till 2025. So many people wait till 2025. Do not wait till 2025. Start now. Do it now. Why are you gonna wait? Section 4 is overcome setbacks. Let's be honest, even with the best system in place, setbacks are inevitable because life happens. You know what? You might miss a workout, you might skip a journaling session, okay? And then you feel like you're falling behind, and that's the point where you just decide to give up. But here's the truth, okay? Setbacks aren't failures. They're just part of the process. Think about it like this, okay? Say you're driving a car and a tire pops, okay? You're not gonna pop all 3 other tires, okay, are you? You're not just gonna pop all the 3 other tires and leave the car there. You would fix that one tire and continue on your journey to wherever you're heading. The same applies to your goals. One mistake does not unravel all of your progress. The key is to not let one slip up derail you. When you face a setback, you need to ask yourself a question. What is the smallest step I can take to get back on track? Sometimes it's something as simple as drinking a glass of water, opening my journal and leaving it on my side table before I go to bed. And those small steps that you take create momentum, and before you know it, you're back on track. I'm gonna give you guys a mindset shift that completely changed my life. Progress is not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. Every step forward, small or big, is a step towards your goal. It is progress. And every time you decide that you want to start again, you are choosing resilience. And can we just talk about self-compassion for a second? We are all so hard on ourselves. Every time we mess up, we are our biggest critic. And honestly, when has that critic ever helped you, okay? Having that cold mindset, when has that ever helped you? If anything, it's made you feel more negative and makes you feel like you want to quit your goals. Instead, you need to treat yourself like you are your own personal best friend. If your friend was struggling, okay, and if you are a good friend, you wouldn't say to your friend, oh, well, you've blown it now, you're never going to achieve your goal. Oh yeah, who in their right mind is going to say that to their friend? Instead, what you guys would most likely do, and I hope you would do, is encourage them to get back on their feet and continue with their goals. So remember, setbacks are normal, they do not define you. And what actually matters is the way you choose to respond to your setbacks. And every time you choose to try again, you are proving to yourself that you have so much resilience and that you're stronger than your excuses. Section 5 is visualization and gratitude. Finally, let's talk about 2 practices that are gonna supercharge your 2025. Visualization and gratitude, and these are not buzzwords, okay? They are powerful tools that can not only transform your mindset, but also provide you your results. Okay, let's start with visualization. Now here's the thing, there's so much scientific research on this. Your brain, it's a kind of fun fact as well, your brain does not know the difference between reality and imagination. When you start to vividly imagine yourself succeeding, your brain is going to start to build those pathways. And your brain's doing that because it wants to create pathways to make that success happen. It's literally like creating a mental blueprint for your goals. So, you know, every morning or nighttime, at nighttime before you go to bed, visualize your most successful version of yourself that you want to be. Picture yourself living your dream life. You are walking into your dream job. If you want to have a degree, imagine yourself holding the degree that you worked so hard for. Or simply, you just want to feel so confident and so fulfilled in life, and you just picture it. But I don't want you guys just to imagine it in your head. You need to feel it too, okay? It doesn't just work if, you're just picturing it. You need to feel all the emotions that successful version of yourself is feeling. Imagine the pride, the excitement, the peace that comes with you achieving your goals. Okay, so say for example, one of your goals is to improve your health. So just visualize yourself. Imagine you're running a marathon or choosing nourishing foods with ease. Or if you want financial success, imagine yourself checking your bank balance and feeling so proud and having that sense of security. However, visualization is not enough on its own. It works best when it is paired with gratitude. Gratitude is a game changer because it shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have already. It is so easy to get caught up in what's missing or what's not perfect, but gratitude reminds you that there is still so much good in life. Okay, here's a simple practice, and I do this every morning and every night, so you can just choose one if you're just getting started into it. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. And they don't have to be monumental, okay? It could be the smallest things, like the sun was shining today. I'm very grateful for that. When I first started this practice, it really changed my perspective on life as a whole, because I found myself looking for the good in everyday life. Even when things didn't go as planned, but having this mindset will keep you grounded and motivated and ready to tackle whatever comes next. And here's why these 2 practices work so well together. Visualization sets your focus on where you're going, and gratitude keeps you present in the moment. And together they will create like this powerful cycle of motivation and content. So start today. Make sure that these habits are implemented into your daily life before 2025 starts. Because the combination of visualization and gratitude will keep you aligned, focused, and ready to make 2025 your year. 2025 is yours for the taking. But it all starts today. Don't even bother waiting for January the 1st. Okay, your first step is simple, okay? Take time to reflect on 2024. Celebrate your wins, learn your setbacks, and get crystal clear with what you want from 2025. Then you need to set 3 SMART goals. You remember our framework? These have to be commitments to yourself. And once you've got these goals, start building those systems that are going to help you achieve those goals. And remember, success isn't about massive leaps. It's about small, consistent actions. Now, if you got this far into the video, I want to hear, what is one goal that you guys plan to set for 2025? And you don't have to tell me how you're going to reach it. I just want to know, what goals is everyone setting for 2025? And I read every single comment and respond to them. So feel free, put it in the comment section down below. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit subscribe and the notification bell so you are notified every single time I post. Oh yeah, and if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Together, you guys, we are going to make 2025 our year, okay? But for now, I'm going to see you guys all in my next video next week. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you then. Did I just say that? I don't know. Love you so much, you guys. Bye-bye.